folks, Good Guy Glenn here, and today is Tuesday, September 7th, 2025, over here in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, loading out soil, bringing it up to Tuxedo, New York. I'm on load 5 for the day. It's just after 10 a.m. It's about 10:30 a.m. right now, so we're doing good. Been real busy lately. That's why I have the videos have slowed down. I got a video I got to work on from a week ago. I just had a lot of stuff going on, man. 10-hour days, and then getting home and showering, and then making dinner for yourself, and then getting to bed for the next morning. It's a lot. Then the weekend was very busy, but we're gonna get back on track. We're gonna get back on track real soon, start making more videos. I tell you, I need more coffee. This morning, I made my coffee, as I always do. And I pour it in my big mug that I bought on OTR. It's a bootleg Yeti from a truck stop. It's a Black Canyon Gear. I think I got it at a Love's. I made my coffee and I put a little bit of my daughter's Starbucks creamer in it. It's supposed to be caramel macchiato, more like chemical macchiato, because that's what it tasted like, chemical. I've been buying too many of the Wawa iced coffees. It's not so much like buying the iced coffee, it's the caramel iced coffee's got a lot of sugar in it. My car hearts have been a little bit tight. A lot of drivers out here that probably shouldn't be driving. This guy's driving a Sterling. You ever see those out there? Sterling is a hybrid of between Ford and Freightliner. I believe that's the story. When Ford sold its big truck division, it sold a lot of it to Freightliner. So those first years, you had like a Sterling. They're very hard to have work done on, very hard to get parts. It's not consistent across the board, as far as one Sterling might have one set of parts, another Sterling might have another set of parts. I don't know, something like that. That's what I've always been told, at least. This job site is getting crowded. Not a lot of places to park, but we're getting it done. Forget it. Load 5. usual. Oh boy, there's this kid. Very slow. Look at the leaves. Nice New York State Northeast leaf peep. Peepy leaves. This whole place, 6 miles. This complex, this project is 6 square miles, I think. It's, they're building basically a city here. It's kind of crazy. It's 11 o'clock. Can't make this shit up right here, bro. You know? You gotta yield for the loaded guys, but everybody wants to park along this little road here. I gotta tell you, man, it's a great day. It's a beautiful day. Started out foggy and overcast. Look at this. That's beautiful, right? Watch out for the lawnmower. Don't run over the lawnmower. Come around into this valley. Look at this. So Jersey. Look at this. Look at this. Right? But oh boy. Landscapers on lawnmowers. Not paying attention because they're blowing and landing. Okay. Going back to pick up load 6. Load 6, and it's 11 o'clock. See how many loads we get in today. See? This is what I wanted y'all to see. This genius right here. these weird trucks show up that weren't here before. He was here this morning. I don't know who the heck that is over there. Just one of those days. It's a nice day out. It's beautiful out, actually. I just can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home. I have a lot of stuff to do. Trying to get caught up. Long days equals shorter time for me to get done what I need to do. And I'm not complaining because we need money, right? But being out of the house over 12 hours, then you get home and you just have to take care of yourself. Gotta go to the store today. I'm trying to wrap my head around all day if I really need to go to the store, but I really do. I need to go to the store today. Pick up some things, some groceries for sure. And that's it, man. It's getting done. It's getting handled, that's for sure. Oh yeah, what load is this? Load number 7, and it's only noon. That's your boy right there, crushing it. Starting to look like rain. It's supposed to rain later on tonight, and then tomorrow morning. Don't know if I will be out driving, picking up loads, but I think tomorrow, if it does rain and the jobs get canceled, I'm gonna maintain the vehicle tomorrow, do an oil change and whatnot. I have to see what John wants to do. Yeah, man. A lot of stuff going on. Oh, we're loaded. So now I'm in a situation, right? It's 14:20. Got another hour of loading. I don't know if I can make 10 loads. This is my 9th load. Because these guys, all these other drivers, these company drivers, they all sandbag. So they go hide out till the end of the day, then they try to go get their last load so they can say, hey boss, look, I did all my loads. And they're only doing 7, 8 loads. I'm on my 9th load. I'm not trying to brag, dude, but what I'm saying is I'm here to make money. And when you get paid per load, you gotta hustle. These dudes get paid by the hour. They'll just sandbag their boss. They don't care what their boss gets. It seems like there's just always something that like is gonna stop me. Today went pretty good, 9 loads. We only could do 9 loads, 9. Now, when we showed up for that last load of the day, the 9th load, we showed up and we got there at 1400 hours. And they were loading till 15:30. That's 3:30 p.m. I showed up at 2 o'clock p.m. The problem is, all day, I was in and out from the loader and back on the road. At the end of the day, there was a line of trucks to get loaded. So where were these guys all day? All day, where were these guys that now, at the end of the day, they're all getting loaded at the same time, like it's the morning and they just showed up? I'll tell you where they are because I saw them throughout the day. In parking lots, outside delis, and up at the dump site, hidden, you know, a little whiles away. That's what they were doing. They were sandbagging on their boss, on whoever, just didn't want to run out. I asked the kid who collects the tickets at the end of the day, and he said a lot of the guys were doing 6 or 7. And a bunch of us did 8 or 9. So that's that. When you're getting paid per load, 2 extra loads, that's your fuel for the day. At the end of the day, as always, I showed you guys fueling, and it's over $200 in fuel, almost closer to $300 in fuel. That's one load. One load can cover your fuel. And if you're sandbagging on your boss, well, that's what you do. And this, I think, is why I get job offers. And the problem is, and here's where the next problem is, you can offer jobs. You could want a driver that's not going to sandbag. You could want a motivated driver that's going to keep moving, that's excited to make numbers, put numbers up on the board, but you don't want to pay that driver what he's worth. I know what some of these drivers I work with today make, and it's abysmal. It's not worth CDL work. It's not worth leaving the house. My daughter works at Wendy's. She's a teenage girl. She's putting herself through college, So it's a college job. So she works at Wendy's. She's making, I hate to say this, she's making pretty close to what some of these guys are making. I mean, a couple dollars off. Bro, if I could go work at Wendy's or drive a triaxle all day, I'm probably going to go work at Wendy's. I'm not going to assume the risk and risk my life, hauling up the highway doing 70 miles an hour with 80,000 pounds in the body to make $19 an hour, $20 an hour. You just get out of here. If you are driving Class B and that's all you're making, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm a different case. I'm a Class A driver. I was hired because I have a Class A license, and that gets into I have to be able to drive everything that we have on the job. If you're not going to pay your drivers very well, you're going to get the caliber of driver that we see that hides, that isn't in any particular hurry, that isn't willing to go that extra mile. And this isn't just driving. This goes across the board with not just work in general. How you treat people is going to reflect how they treat you. And if you disrespect people and if you don't value people, they're not going to value you and they're not going to be loyal to you. And that's why there's so many people who job hop in this industry. I get it. We're all in it to make money. And the trucking company owner has put out a lot of money for the equipment. Totally understandable. The insurance, the maintenance. But I know what these loads pay. I know you could pay a driver decent and still make money. Especially if you're a middle-sized operation and you have a bunch of trucks, you can bring in quite a lot of money every day. This probably goes back to the fact that the market is oversaturated with CDL drivers. So when there's too many drivers and not enough job, we see how that goes, right? I got approached at a gas station by a guy who asked if I ever wanted weekend work. I'm interested in weekend work, but what do you want to pay me? And he's telling me how he can't find any driver. I'm like, there's plenty of drivers. He's like, good drivers. That's really where it is, isn't it? Good drivers. I see some of these drivers out there. They're dangerous. And that's across the board, whether you're OTR, driving a dump truck, driving Porta-John sucker, or lumber truck, or a hopper truck, roll-off. You see good drivers, you see bad drivers. And every day, at least for me, I strive to be a good driver. I try my very best every day. Because with the way I've seen it, since I've had my CDL, since I went out OTR, since I've been in the trucking game, good drivers can go places and get money. You can make money in this business if you're a good driver. If you never want to go the extra mile and you just want to show up and punch a clock, you're going to get treated like that and you're never going to get anywhere. So every day, like I've said in past videos, strive to be the best. Do your pre-trip. Take care of that truck. And a lot of guys, they'll say, it's not my truck. It's not my truck. You know what, dude? If you're driving that truck every day, if it's not a slip seat job where every day you have a truck assigned to you like I do, that's my truck. If that truck is down, I don't work. Understand? I mean, I'm lucky. In the business I'm in, there's other things for me to do. But as a driver, if you're strictly a driver and you're not operating machines or you have no other skills at your company and all you do is drive and your truck is down, unless you have a generous PTO time with your company, then you're kind of stuck. So take care of your equipment. You know what I mean? Inspect your equipment, inspect your tires, make sure everything's good. Bring it up if something's wrong. Try to stay ahead of the game. Tomorrow, it's going to rain. There's no per diem work for me. However, I'm still working because I'm going to go do maintenance on a truck. I have to change the oil and all the filters in the truck tomorrow. So that's an adventure that I'll probably record because it's going to be interesting. In closing, do your best. Go out there. This is what you do, right? If you're out there driving, you're probably out there like me 10, 11 hours a day in that truck. That's the majority of your life. So if this is what you're going to do with your life, then do it. Just do it. Be into it. Learn about the equipment you're on. There's truckers who are into trucks, and then there's steering wheel holders. And I think right now, there's an epidemic of steering wheel holders out there. That might go from the fact that most trucks today, most fleet trucks, we're going over to automatics. It's happening. The truck I'm driving is an automatic, all right? I have no restrictions on my license. I could drive manual. But here's the thing. If you're driving an 18-speed manual all day, especially in North Jersey or the Northeast, you're going to be beat up and exhausted at the end of the day. You're going to be tired. It's a skill, especially climbing hills, especially from a dead stop, rolling uphill, downhills. It's a lot of shifting. It's a lot of work. Got to pay attention when you're driving manual a lot more than an automatic. When automatics became more prevalent, the skill set went down. The caliber of person driving out there went down because it's basically like driving a big car. You still got to know all the things about a truck. You need to know your blind spots. You need to know your weight distribution. You need to know that you're top heavy, how fast you could take a turn, what's soft ground, what's compacted ground so you don't get stuck, how to dump even on level ground. These are all things you need to know. Still, it's not looking good out there. What some of these drivers are making is like not good. I'll leave the business before I ever take a job where you're not going to pay me what I feel I'm worth for the risk I take every day. And that's just my 2 cents on it. Remember what I always tell you? Say your prayers. He's listening. Do your pre-trip. It can save your life. Eat a Greek yogurt and a banana every single day. Take your vitamins. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so when I drop another video, you get a notification. Follow me on Instagram, Good Guy Glenn. And once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Thanks for watching.